Siemaneczko, witajcie w kolejnym odcinku. Jeszcze tutaj jest kilka kwestii, tak powiedzieć, do obgadania. Okej. Dobra, możecie sobie poczytać. Z nim już chyba przegadaliśmy wszystko. A to nie? Staram się.
You keep that going, you just might live as long as I have. Minus 0 at the end.
Czyli nie.
Got any stories or advice to share?
Does a hijack scratch its butt?
Rajdy bojowe.
Anything about the
Rady,
or
przepraszam.
combat in general?
Well, Common Cat are pretty straightforward. Hit them hard enough, they die like anything else.
Tell me more about fighting Cat.
Wraiths are sneaky little shits, like to ghost up behind you when you least expect it. Just listen for them. They tend to give themselves away right before coming at you. Break through their head plates, then a headshot should do the trick.
Jeszcze.
Tell me more about fighting Cat.
Destined are annoying, quick. Got some crazy mist that hides them from view. Their friends, too. Take a Destined down, and that mist goes away. Makes them a prime target, if you ask me. Perfect for grenade practice.
Tell me more about fighting Cat.
There's just something wrong about the kid. The absolute single-mindedness.
Dobra. Cash.
What's it like to have Cash as a granddaughter?
Kesh is my Rushan, child of my blood. Raised her myself. Damn proud of her, too. She did good, even with me for a granddad.
She's honest. Definitely blunt.
She had to take after me in some ways, I guess.
Did Lexi brief you on Sam and squad connectivity yet?
Yeah. You want to hook that thing up to my comms, sure, but that's where it stops. Putting an AI in your head, giving it access to everything like that, it's begging for trouble.
Why do you say that?
I've seen what bots can do when they turn on their creators. Been in some of those fights. There's a reason that kind of research was outlawed.
Yeah. I was dismissed from the Alliance when news of what my dad was researching got out.
No shit.
Sprzymierze. Alliance to sprzymierze.
Almost. Sam is part of what makes someone a Pathfinder. You're just gonna have to deal with that.
So long as it's not in my head and it ain't messing with my body.
Okej.
I'd like to know more about you.
Fire away.
So, about all this combat experience you have, I'd love some details.
Ha! The list will be shorter if you ask me what experience I don't have. I've been doing this for a long time now, centuries, shit, well over 1,000 years.
No,
Don't even
sporo.
know how I'm still alive, to be honest.
Skill?
You need luck to be a merc. Skill, sure, but a whole lot of luck. And a really hard head.
Fetra.
How did you and Vetra meet?
Oh, that's right. Your father brought you into the project pretty late, didn't he? Must have been a pretty steep learning curve since they thawed you out.
You could say that.
You make do with what you get. Anyway, I met Vetra back when we were building the Nexus. She swiped supplies I was trying to get for cash right under my nose. I tried to intimidate her into turning them over to me, and let me tell you, that Turian takes shit from no one.
She really has a way of getting things done.
Tak.
She
Jak
sure
Krogani.
does. But here's the best part. She waited until I saw her again in Cash's office, no less, to tell me she'd been working for Cash all along. They're both still laughing at me over that.
Krogańska
Tell me more
kolonia.
about the Krogan colony.
My clan's there. We also got some scouts looking for any unclaimed territory to grab up. Got a decent setup going, self-sustainable, the works. Even some farming.
O,
Farming? Krogan farm?
Food's food. Just because we can eat anything doesn't mean we gotta settle for scraps. I'm pretty fond of cork roads myself. Takes a while to chew through those.
Zostałem na Nexusie.
Why did the Krogan leave the Nexus?
The Nexus got us Krogan to stop the mutiny. In return, we were supposed to get a say in station business. Spender, Addison's assistant, lied about the deal. And Tam came down hard. Too hard. So we left. Kesh is alone on that station now.
Jak sobie radzi?
Do you think Cash can handle station politics?
Kesh can handle anything. Thing is, Spender's a liar and a coward. He was part of the mutiny, I know he was. A lot of people got hurt because of him, on both sides.
So what's my part?
Things need to get sorted out and my clan needs to get back on station, without Spender messing things up. Way I see it, you're probably the best one for that job.
Okej.
We can talk more later.
Sure.
Tu gdzieś sam miał swoje... To jest stołówka chyba. A tutaj sam, tak? Okej. Okej. Dobra. A ja chciałem zrobić... Gdzie bym dał się pójść? A tu nie ma sama przypadkiem? Czy jest do góry? Okej. Byliśmy. Tu nie ma nikogo. Dobra, szybko wejdzie. Tutaj Rider. Z Lexi. Kolejny Suwi, z nim możemy pogadać jeszcze. Pewnie jak Surkasz, tu nic nie ma już. Tutaj mieszka Phoebe. Z terminal pocztowy, ten co na dole. Okej.
We might have a problem. I was running some numbers, mass balances and such. The Tempest is carrying about 70 kilos of extra mass. I think something's aboard that doesn't belong.
Bo ktoś.
70 kilos is enough mass for another person.
Our internal sensors aren't getting anything, but they're not as powerful as a Pathfinder's scanner. Can you take a look?
Tak.
Alright. I'll look around the ship and see what I can find.
Dobra. Wszystko,
Sam's
no.
been compiling our star charts. The other pilots on the Nexus will have plenty of new trails to follow.
You can drop the charts off the next time we're there.
Funny, a few months ago, that station was like a war zone. Flying was my only way to escape the chaos. Now it's become a haven, just as it was meant to be.
Przydałoby się
Every
ziarko.
space station needs a big lake. Maybe some fountains.
Indeed. Even non-amphibians need a little water. Regardless, the worst threat to the whole initiative is still that monstrosity.
You mean the Scourge?
I still see it crippling the Nexus in my memories. I had to train other pilots in hazardous flight techniques just to look for food and water. It's a cage that eats good ships and good people. Helios won't be home so long as it's a threat.
Możemy żyć obok
Me and
niej.
Carl live with it, and so can we.
And if every one of our colonists was an ace pilot, I wouldn't be worried. If we could somehow neutralize it, or if our ships had defenses against it. Still, that's what we do, isn't it? Find a way where there is none. Just see the Nexus for proof of that. Hello, Gil. When are you cleaning up that repair on the sensor console?
I'm not. It's a redesign.
A redesign? Without a trained crew?
I'm trained and it's working great. Don't be so uptight.
Everything okay?
Oh, fine. Fine. Don't worry about it.
Okej.
What can I do for you?
Ci się z
I
Gilem?
couldn't help overhearing you and Gil. It sounded pretty heated.
He likes redesigning things, but the ship was built this way for a reason. I wish Gil would respect that. It's nothing to concern yourself about, really.
If you helped to build the Tempest, you must know plenty about her.
Just about everything, by memory. It was quite the effort to get her working. The initiative needed absolutely up-to-date technology, which we all had to coordinate, and some of it was rather tricky to acquire.
Acquire?
Buy, legally and above board, of course. Yes. Sadly, the other Pathfinder vessels were lost when the Scourge hit the Nexus. The Tempest is truly unique.
You
Solarianie?
know, I haven't actually met many Solarians.
Careful. Depending who you ask, we're conniving spies, genius researchers, or meddling scientists. We have to pack a lot of living into 40-odd years. Everything gets accelerated, lines blur. I just hope we don't repeat our old mistakes out here.
Pynia w załodze?
What do you think of the rest of the crew?
Well, I can't talk about Suvi. She's sitting right there.
I'm not listening. You can say whatever you like.
Oh no, I'm not falling for that again.
What do you think of the rest of the crew?
Co on powie?
I'll admit it, Gil's
Oh.
rather irritating. He insists on redesigning systems rather than maintaining them.
He likes to do things his way.
Doesn't make it the right way.
Jedynka jeszcze
What
raz.
do you think of the rest of the crew?
Liam's quite fun. Not many humans have that kind of energy. I probably shouldn't have told him there are secret compartments in the armory, though. He's been looking all day.
I'll let you concentrate.
Dobra.
You know where I'll be.
To zadanie.
No extra mass in the airlock. Too bad. It'd be easy to get rid of it.
Tu może coś? Nie. Pójdźmy dalej. Tu jest już takie zejście. Co to jest? Aha.
None of the equipment in here would produce extra mass for these.
Dobra.
There you are. Gotcha.
Zajęty.
Am I interrupting?
Nope. I go the way the wind blows. You're here now, so you're the wind. Just dealing with some scourge issues. That Archon fella tried to warn you not to joyride into it, but you were just la la la. It was an act first, think later move. I respect it. Well, more like I resemble it. Hey, you play poker?
Come again.
Poker. Card game, bluffing, betting. It's an age-old measuring stick of a person's character, fortitude, guts.
No.
Used to think maybe it was my calling. Turns out I'm just good at it. Never lost heads up. We should play sometime.
Zobaczymy.
Maybe if we get a break from duty.
A little distraction can be useful. Let yourself wander a bit. You might come back sharper. Next time we port up and you're in the mood, I'm always in the mood.
Dobra.
All the mass readings in here are normal.
Of course they are. Something up.
I hope not.
Moduły jakieś, coś. Może ta kanapa może być.
Got it. Suvi, that extra mass is behind the storage room bulkhead.
Behind it?
It looks like a construction mech welded right into the hull.
Scanning the parts has activated an audio log.
I think I know what that's about, Ryder. Come up to the bridge.
Już idę.
Those parts you found welded in the storage room. I recognize them.
From where?
They belong to the ship's lead designer, Lucille Awaria. She broke her back during construction. But Lucille wouldn't abandon her ship. She converted a construction mech into a rig she could wear. She must have welded it into the hull. Her artist's signature.
Not even a broken back. to
Śmiesznie.
stop her.
Sam, didn't you find an audio log with Lucille's rig? Can you play it?
Sam found my construction gear then. Well done. One of you Pathfinders got the Tempest. Mason Barrow, Zevin Reka, Matriarch Ishara, Alec Ryder. You were the best of us.
Dad's gone. Makes you wonder how many other Pathfinders made it.
We'll find out. It's what you do.
Take care of my ship and each other. Whatever is in Andromeda, you're the Milky Way to them. We are such stuff as dreams are made on, and our little life is rounded with sleep.
I never thought I'd hear Lucille's voice again.
She really cared about the Pathfinders. Enough to give them her rig. For luck.
Zachowajmy go.
It's part of initiative history. It should go to the Nexus for everyone to see. And maybe help someone else.
I'll see to it, Ryder.
Thanks. Now let's go make her proud.
Tak. No widzicie. Można jeszcze o czymś sobie pogadać?
Ryder,
Nie.
I should get back to things.
sounds good?
A no nie można już sobie pogadać. No niestety. Ten wieczorek filmowy. Poleciliśmy się na Nexusa, tak? Pyk.
Anomaly on sensors.
No to już tutaj zbadamy wszystkie planetki jeszcze. Jak już tu jesteśmy.
I'm picking up something. Probes launched.
I?
Satellite detected.
Dobra. Bardzo dobrze, Suvi. Obiaro. Cyk, tab.
Anomaly on sensors.
Mhm. Tak myślałem.
Tracking a huge mineral deposit.
Pyk.
I'm picking up something.
Teraz tu na Majara. Tu nie ma nic. Na Fetun. Na Fetfun. Wun. Nie wiem jak to czyta. No to planetę. Zaraz wam powiem. Fedwun.
I'm picking up something.
O,
Probes launched. Tracking a huge mineral deposit.
i bardzo fajnie. Perl. Bardzo fajnie. A widzicie? Nowe kłady. Że naprawdę sporo tego jest odkryte. Teraz lecimy na Nexusa. Chcę te filmy załatwić. Te dwa odcinki, ten poprzedni i ten taki, jeszcze chyba ten nie, jeszcze wcześniejszy to już w miarę coś tam się działo. Ale teraz to, no serio, mało tutaj robimy ciekawych rzeczy. A przy okazji jeszcze ta misja dla, jak on się nazywa? Zapomniałbym. Dla Dreka, co sobie zrobimy ją, tą misję. Jakieś zawieszenie? Co się dzieje? Coś próbuję zrobić. Witajcie ponownie. Musiałem tutaj zrestartować grę. No ale już się wybieramy na naszą na naszego Nexusa drogiego. O, są wszystkie tej filmy, jakie mamy. O, rozważyłem pierwsze morderstwo też w tym odcinku. No dalej. Doleć. Okej. Tempest usiadł. Okej. Dobra. To zrobimy to tak na szybko.
Seems quiet for now. Look, Jonesy. Hey, what's going on?
That's your new
No
galaxy.
właśnie.
Making speeches about some fresh start while your kids stay frozen.
And it's all thanks to your Pathfinder.
Excuse me?
We've waited months for our families to come out of stasis. They should have gone to your outpost.
But since you think research is so important, military personnel got bumped down the list, like my clan brothers.
All the reassignments mean they're in 10 different colony blocks now.
And my mother just got caught in the middle.
I founded the outpost. I didn't decide who would stay in stasis.
You don't care that you've torn families apart?
That's not what I said.
Maybe you could still make this right. I just want Mom out of stasis. That's all anyone here wants.
You do stasis revivals. You can tell our leaders you're opening those pods. Today.
I authorize whole
To
colony
inna
laws for
sytuacja.
emergency revivals. I can't wake dozens of random people.
We don't care whose finger pushes the button. If you can't, our leaders can. And if you tell them, they will.
Okay.
No porozmawiam
I'll talk to
jakoś.
the leadership about what we can do.
14 months of promises. It's time for some results.
Tried petitioning Addison. She ignored us. Screw her.
Start with Kandros. He said those 10 soldiers over there. Maybe he'll take us seriously.
Tell our leader. Wake the sleeper.
Niezbyt to ciekawie się zapowiada wszystko. Czekaj, najpierw mieliśmy ten wieczorek filmowy załatwić. To też do centrum operacyjnego.
Establish contact with our Milky Way descendants. As of now, beacons confirming arrival in Helios remain unanswered. This is HMS.
Pobierz bibliotekę. Stąd. Okej. Dobra. Teraz Nexus. Z Lincolnem.
I hear you went down to EOS. Did you find anything to help my case?
An
Tak
enemy
i nie.
blast in the back killed the chief. Your shot missed.
What? You're kidding me. Thank the spirits. This is great.
Hold on there. The chief's Omni tool recorded you over the body. Sam, playback.
Sorry, old friend. Had to do it. I'm not dying on this rock. Shit.
No
Not only did
właśnie.
you think you killed him, you meant to.
But you just said I didn't, so it doesn't matter, right? The conviction will have to be overturned. The sentence thrown out.
Zdecyduję ten.
Was to be done. You did try to cover it all up.
Look, I'm sorry I lied, but if my shot missed, I'm innocent. Plain and simple.
We'll see about that.
Dobra, jeszcze z Stanem trzeba porozmawiać. Tutaj z Kandrosem.
Glad to see you finally. I hear you've been busy out there.
That's one word for it.
Tak,
If you need anything, come see me, even if it's just a vent.
I need to talk to you about
Właśnie.
stasis revival and those protesters in hydroponics.
I see. Maybe I should get the others for this.
Protesters have seized hydroponics?
They want their families out of stasis. The outpost on EOS disrupted the schedule. They're scattered across colony blocks, dozens of people. The protesters want this fixed today.
The realities of our position are...
We can't wake those families. We don't have the resources, and there's nowhere for them.
We only just
No ma
got
rację.
on our feet. Plus, it messes up the schedule again. What do you suggest?
Leave the families in stasis where it's safe and get those protesters out of hydroponics. They seem sympathetic, but so did the exiles. We can't risk another revolt. Survival is more important than family reunions.
What would you do with the
jakie chcesz
protesters?
prowadzić?
I'd send in a squad and march them out. At gunpoint if we must. If they resist, a few might land in medbay, but it's better than losing hydroponics. Or the Nexus.
We have to look at the bigger picture.
Przerwij.
Get them out of there.
Kandros?
I'll send in a team, but it might go smoother if Ryder's there.
A good idea. Sometimes we have to give bad news. That's the Pathfinder's duty too.
Dobra. No ale jeszcze musimy iść do Tama teraz, ułatwić tę sprawę z Nilenem, Jelusem.
Pathfinder.
Tu jest nie tam, tylko jego asystentka. Tu jest tam.
Had a year to think of. Congratulations are in order. Peaceful contact with the Angara. It's everything the initiative stands for.
It was amazing.
Zapraszam się mojej pracy.
New galaxy? I was just glad to be part of it.
It's a moment to savor. In the Milky Way, first contact was a rare event. In the meantime, I am eager to forge diplomatic ties with the Angaran people. We need any allies we can get. Did you have some other business?
Director, I checked out that
Właśnie.
murder. Nilken didn't do it, but there's proof that he meant to.
This is unfortunate. We're trying to give the people a sense of stability, leadership they think they can count on. And we're setting precedent for justice here in Andromeda. Now this, a convicted murderer who didn't commit the murder.
I hear you. It sucks when things aren't black and white.
Are they ever? If we suppress the evidence and uphold the conviction, we're banishing a man for a crime he technically didn't commit. If we throw the conviction out, we're freeing a man who tried to take matters into his own hands, then covered it up. Your investigation complicated this. You should take responsibility for the outcome. Do we still exile him for murder?
It was crazy,
Wypuśćmy
life
go
and death.
już.
But his shot didn't kill Reynolds. We have to let him go.
You're a bottom line type of person. I hope we don't regret it. All right, so be it. He will do community service for his role in the chaos. But he's a free man. At least we'll have the sordid business behind us.
No, ukończone w końcu.
Everything we achieve will be seen here.
Co? Na którym roku? 2003?
Whole mood of the Nexus has changed since EOS. You really can feel it. New outpost, a Pathfinder's help, people waking up. It's a fresh start.
Third time's a charm, if you happen to have a Pathfinder around.
Can't always rely on luck. From here, it's hard work. But it's damn good to know we're on the right track.
Dobra. Co jeszcze mamy za misję? To na pewno nie teraz. Nexus. Spotkaj się z Kari. To na pewno było na Nexusie. Gdzie teraz na nas czeka? Tu. O.
Hi. The documentary's going great. Your comments really got people talking. Director Tan loved the first broadcast. Sent a contribution for your expenses.
Thanks.
Let's get to the juicy stuff. Scientists are excited about your new outpost, though there are questions about how prodromos can survive where sites 1 and 2 failed.
My team and I
Przygotowałem
surveyed
drogę.
thoroughly and even stopped the storms. The rest is up to the outpost, but the old threats are gone.
Hopefully they can handle any new ones. Facing those risks must be stressful. How do you relax between missions?
Chyba sobie wypić. Ciekawe co to będzie.
Followed by slightly more drinking.
Too, these little moments between. Shots of this remnant tech, some narration, that completes an episode. Thanks for stopping.
Dobra. I jeszcze... Znaleźć go trzeba. Jeszcze niżej. Co tu? Aha. Czyli w dokach. Okej. Tak myślę sobie, czy już nie kończyć odcinka. I chyba skończę, jak już tam dojedzie. Powoli będziemy się żegnać. Tak, ja wam dziękuję za oglądanie. Do usłyszenia następnym razem. Hej!